Hey, heartbeats out there. Welcome back to From the Heart with Dr. VaLentine. I am here today with my guest, Wally. What's up, Wally?
What's going on?
All right. Hey, look at this beautiful smile. That's your camera. Smile, tell them what's up. Say what's up.
What's going on? How you doing?
Well, listen, thank you for coming and to have a chat with us, with me and the heartbeats out there. So, the show's called From the Heart. I just affectionately called all the viewers heartbeats. So the Instagram lights up with like hundreds and hundreds of comments. So I just said, I need to find out something to refer to them affectionately. So I'm like heartbeat, hey heartbeat, stuff like that.
Hey heartbeats, what's up?
You single?
I am.
You are? All right, look at that smile. Say hey heartbeats again, with a little wink or something.
Hey heartbeats, what's up?
You're not gonna be single for much longer after all that. So, Brody's here for. I don't know if all you guys can see Brody on camera. You'll probably see him walking around. Hopefully, he won't knock anything over. He's the newest addition to the show. He's my pit bull that I inherited, and he is a big old baby who loves a lot of affection. So you see him. He might just jump on top of me and try to climb in the chair with me. He's really
he's my dog now.
He's a sweetheart. Yeah. He every guest that has come, he literally snuggle up. I'm like, oh, okay. He does it. He want to be petted. He does this a lot. I'm like, oh my God. So we were talking really quickly. You were telling me you identify as queer.
Yes.
Queer, but you described it as 65%?
Yes, 65% gay, 35% straight. And I've been identifying like that since probably college.
Really?
Yeah, I first told my friends from high school this like 20 years ago. Maybe not 20, 17 years ago, something like that.
So my question is, why queer and not bisexual?
So bisexual, I feel like is clearly a delineation between like, okay, I'm willing to be with a man or a woman. Like I wouldn't say I'm in that category. I enjoy a woman, conversation. I enjoy their beauty. I enjoy everything. Not to say that I have not been intimate with a woman before I have, but I know what my preferences are. So.
Okay. All right. And why queer? I mean, LGBTQ, that's the Q, right?
Yeah.
That's the Q. All right. Why did you choose queer, though? I'm just curious, because I had another guest that he identifies as queer as well. He was explaining his.
Yeah, I feel like queer is, for lack of better words, is a catch-all. So if you don't feel like you identify in any category, then you choose queer. Like that's in my mind. Okay. That's how I see it. Now, other people may shoot me for that because there's the QIA and the plus and all that kind of stuff. But for me, I'm just like, let's leave it old school. Queer is the catch-all. If you ain't gay, if you ain't bisexual, if you ain't trans, just be queer.
Okay, I ain't mad.
I'm
the G in the LGBTQ.
Okay.
So I'm gay. That's it.
Yeah.
I've never had intercourse with a woman at all.
You're a gold star.
I am.
Yeah.
I am a gold star. The closest I've gotten.
Have you come out of a vagina as well?
Yeah.
Like the birthing canal?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, all the kids now are C-section.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna ask my mother. I don't know if I was born with C-section or natural. Yeah. That's a good question. I think it's probably C-section, but I'm gonna ask her.
Okay.
No one has ever asked me that question. And what's the difference? Why you asking me?
Because if you haven't come through the actual birthing canal, then it's just like you ain't touched the vagina at all.
Ever in my life.
So I think there's a different term for that. It could be gold star. It could be something else.
I left my phone. I swear to God, I was about to call my mother right now. I left my phone. I would have been like, I would have called.
Yeah.
I left my phone. I would call right now on the show to ask.
You got to know.
Oh my God, I'm gonna ask. No one's ever asked me that question. I never even heard that before.
Okay.
But that was good. So look at that. That's a first for everything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna give you the answer right now though, but I don't know where the phone is at. So all right.
It's all right.
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
You're gonna come back maybe you'll come back and have a chat with us, and then
for sure
I'll have the answer for you.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll have answers to your questions. If I don't have them this time, I'll have them next time.
You'll be all right. So, speaking of questions, for all you guys out there who are watching for the first time, I created a game called From the Heart. The game is I created the cards to foster vulnerable conversations about love, heartbreak, healing, and connection in today's digital world. There are 6 categories. The categories are, I feel like I'm game show at this point. The inner work, open heart, open mic, first loves and heartbreaks, love in a digital age, the messy middle, and sexual compatibility and intimacy. I think I explained the game to you a little bit earlier, but before we start pulling cards and kind of just going off into love and relationship world, did I ask you if you were single or dating?
Yes, I'm currently single. Yeah.
Are you single? How long you been single? Oh, a long time. 2 years?
Pretty much forever.
You never been in a relationship? Just dating?
Yeah, I mean, because the relationships that I've been in, I can't really qualify them as that because I don't feel like my relationships have been defined in the point where it was just like, okay, you're my boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I've had that delineation since probably high school and, a little bit after college. So I would say, by technicality, maybe I've been in 2 relationships, but I mean, if we're talking about relationships in a non-committal sense, I've probably been in over dozens.
A lot non-committed,
dozens,
yeah. Do you want to be in a monogamous, committed relationship, or what?
I do want to be in a committed relationship. Monogamy, I'm not completely sure about that. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say no, but I also believe that relationships can have the ability to evolve into whatever you decide they are. So that's what I believe it's between me and that other person, what we decide.
Oh, we have the same exact philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like a relationship can look like whatever the people involved in the relationship want it to look like at any given moment. It can evolve. It can change. And
that's interesting. You have the same theory.
The same exact theory.
Do you get chastised for that? Because I feel like when I say that, people don't like that. They don't like that response. They feel like it's not defined enough, or, oh, you may cheat, or I don't know where their mind takes them, but I just feel like it's just always like, whatever.
No. If anything, I've gotten more slack when I tell them I'm polyamorous. Then they say, "Oh, you just want to fuck around." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't say open relationship. I said polyamorous."
Now I got questions for you because so you're currently polyamorous.
Yeah, I am polyamorous.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not currently in a relationship at all. I'm single, but I'm polyamorous. I have the capability of loving more than one person and being in a relationship, a committed relationship with more than one person at the same time. It can look different ways.
Yeah.
Where, say, if you, I, and one other person were in a relationship together, we're all in a relationship together. Yeah. Or you were dating me and he was dating me, but you're not dating each other. Yeah. It's all these different variations.
Exactly.
The only relationship I've been in that was polyamorous, that it looked like each guy was dating me, but they weren't dating each other. They were dating me.
Okay, big dog. All right.
I don't know about big dog. That was a lot of work. Okay. Yeah. And I'm single, so it didn't work out. Well, actually, one was my actual boyfriend, Yeah. And the other one I was dating.
Okay.
But
that makes sense.
But that was a lot of. I can tell you, at least for me, polyamorous relationships are a lot of work.
Yeah, you have to put an effort towards each of those connections. I would say, and that's why I can't answer the question with a distinction whether or not that would work for me, because I feel like, because I have been single and I've had a lot of relationships throughout the years, there were seasons where, I mean, there were multiple people. There were situations in other states, people that I connect with, and I go here for the weekend and I'm connecting with this person. So I had the ability to operate that way because I was single, but it's also the way I've lived for the last 15 years or so. Mm-hmm. And so when I step out of that, and when I be committed to someone in a serious dating situation, I'm willing to just focus there. But I've also had the other side of it. So when I get into somebody that's going to be around for 20 years, I don't know. I don't know what's possible.
Do you feel, how long you been in Atlanta?
I've been here, so I went to college here, 4 years there. Then I've been back since 2014.
Okay. How do you feel like dating in Atlanta has been for you?
It's been an interesting experience, I will say. It's not a horrible place to date, like people insinuate. It's a good place to date, but that threshold of converting over, if you are not a healed person or if you don't have a true concept of relationships, you can get scattered about in the dating scene. Because literally you can go out as a black gay man, you can go out right now, you go to the BeltLine, you can meet somebody in 5 minutes. It's just that simple.
So I went to the Belt, a new, well, he's a growing to be a friend. I really covered the term friend. I don't like to throw that around.
Yeah.
But he's an associate. He's really cool. I met him maybe 2 months now, and he took me to the BeltLine for the first time. I've been here for a year.
Oh, only a year.
Yeah, only a year.
And, okay, that makes sense then.
And I'm not a going out type of person, like at all, really. Very rarely. I'm a routine type of person. I go to work, I go to the gym, I bring my ass home.
Yeah, you can't really do anything with 6 p.m. bedtime.
Oh, 7. Yeah, by 7 I'm in the bed. Like I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
I mean, I have gone out to different places, like comedy night, stuff like that. But I have to plan. So I'll know I'm not gonna go to the gym at 1 a.m. the next day. I'm gonna sleep in.
Oh, okay.
I'll plan it. Yeah.
Understood.
But I went to the BeltLine. He took me to the BeltLine. I don't know, 3 weeks ago now or so.
Mm-hmm.
I fell in love with. I was like, oh my God.
Everybody you saw?
A black man. I was like, I need a black man. I need a dark skinned black man with dread. I was like, oh my God. Like, I was like, I gotta come back and show my muscles off. Like, I was in that, because I had a tank top on, but I felt like I needed to come with a baggy one. I needed to show my body.
See, in 5 minutes, you were converted to a whole different being.
Okay. I went out there and like, oof. And he said it wasn't even very crowded. He was like, oh, it's almost nobody out here. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow, I can understand if I come back and there's plenty of people, I'm probably be super distracted. Yeah. I felt a strong gay presence. I did, even though I didn't think that everybody was gay, although
It's a lot of gay people here.
Yeah, but I felt a strong gay presence, even though
Atlanta's just very gay, honestly. And I'm not.
No, I hear you, because back in the day when I used to go to I went to Clark Atlanta University.
Oh, okay.
And
I went to
from
Morehouse,
a kid,
so.
You went where?
Morehouse.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, look at you.
Yeah.
AAUC, the AUC, Atlanta
AUC,
University Center. All right, look at that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Look at Lawrence went and got one of his referred to a Morehouse brother.
Of course.
I ain't mad.
Yeah.
So when I was here, and then coming back as an adult, I noticed the difference, a stark difference. I was like, ooh, it's very gay.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Because it's just the place that people come to be free, and specifically people that grew up in the Bible Belt and those southern states that are, centering Georgia or, adjacent to Georgia, that it's a refuge place. Mm-hmm. That's what I see it as. And so it's just very queer.
It is. I ain't mad. I'm not mad. Okay, so we're going to start picking out the cards. Which category would you like to start with first?
Okay, let's start soft first. Love in the digital age.
How you know that? Might be real saucy. Anyway.
Maybe.
All right, so love in the digital age. The first question is, do you feel pressure to look perfect online while dating?
I would generally say no, but as I'm getting older, it's that consciousness of, like, you see yourself looking different and you're like, wait a minute, like, what, hold up. And you start to do that kind of stuff. Generally, I don't care as much, but I'm also a type of person you ain't gonna catch me slipping.
Okay.
You know?
But you got a face card, so
I appreciate it, but you know, also those things are fleeting. You know, I do plan to be beautiful forever, but it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed for everybody.
True. That's true. Do you find dating online, and you said as you're getting older, that you feel you said now you feeling the pressure to kind of present online?
Yeah, or not
it?
even present, but just like I'm not going to be caught out here looking sloppy or old, or you know, oh shoot, like I'm a little chunky, like, you know, I don't know. It's that thing. So I guess to answer your question, I do feel the pressure, even though I try to believe that I don't. I feel the pressure of it.
I know myself. I feel it. I feel the pressure, especially because the guys that are usually the guys I normally attract are young, and they look older.
They want you to be daddy.
Well, yeah, they do. But and they young. They look young, and they oftentimes they think I'm around their age or just a little bit older, until they realize I'm much older than them. And I mean, then I realize they're way younger than me, and I'm like, oh my God, you're a baby. You know, like, oh my God, you're 25, you're 26. Oh my God, like, I'm like, you're a baby. Like my younger brother is way older than you. Like, you know, and I'm like, but they look grown though until they start talking and stuff, and you be like, oh, okay,
of course,
you know.
Yeah, it's a different scale. I think we are, in a lot of cases, when we go outside and we present ourselves, like, yeah, we can look the same age as them, because they're right now in their phase of living life, and I think society is taking a harder hit on that generation than it took on us. You know, they have more exposure to social media. They have more exposure to toxic foods, toxic information that they're being fed constantly in society. So the digital age is wearing on them a little bit.
The stress level is higher, anxiety.
Right.
Yeah, social media can really do that to you. And these kids they've never known the world without it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
I was talking to you earlier that I'm a college professor. So my students, they like to make jokes sometime when we'll be talking about, you know, cultural references and stuff like that. And they'll be like, oh, what is that? And they'll they quick to Google something and tell me, oh my God, you old Professor VaLentine. Oh my God, my father was like, okay, I'll give you an example. I teach a class called creating customer value in the digital age.
Oh, that sounds very interesting.
And so one of these classroom discussions we were having, and I don't know, we veer off topic a little bit sometimes. It's related to it, but you know, one thing leads to another. So one of the guys shared that he's a gamer. He plays a lot of video games. So I was like, okay, he's telling me about. He's like, oh, you don't know that game? You don't know that game, Dr. VaLentine? You know that game, Dr. VaLentine? It's like, no. I said, I have no idea what game you're talking about. And he was like, oh. And I said, the last time I remember even attempting to play video games, because I never was a video game person. Yeah. I said, was Atari. And when my parents saw
Atari. No, you didn't say Atari.
Well, that's the one. I remember that. That's the last one I played.
You ain't that old. Stop playing with me.
So now you sound like my student.
You could have said PlayStation.
I mean, I do, but I know of a PlayStation, but I never really played it. Those were my cousins and them. They loved it. I wasn't interested. Oh. And Atari, I remember the joystick, and I would remember my hands just feeling stiff from playing, and I was like, I'm okay. I don't want to. And the games I had was Donkey Kong, Space Invaders, and Pac-Man with a little cartridge you put it in. And when I told them that, they did not know what I was talking about. They was like, what? Googled it and was like, oh my God.
Professor VaLentine, you about Pac-Man? Huh? They didn't know about Pac-Man?
No, they didn't know about Atari. Wow. They had never heard of Atari. They never heard about the cartridges. And
what are they teaching them in school? Shouldn't they know about like the evolution of the digital age? Like, don't they teach them that?
No.
Okay.
No, they know what's going on currently.
Oh, that's why they in your class.
Yeah.
I understand.
They don't know nothing about that. And then this was undergrad. This was actually earlier the first quarter of this summer. I taught that class, and it's an undergrad. This class is an undergrad, not grad. And so they're like 19, 21, 22. These kids look bigger. They growner than me. Look growner than me. You know. And a lot of times I blend in with you wouldn't know who the teacher, who's not. If we walking down the hallway together, you know, unless they are all surrounding me and you could tell who the focal point is. But if not, you wouldn't know.
You look younger in person, actually.
Then thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you look.
I think it's the energy. Maybe it's the energy.
You look probably like 27.
No.
28.
Now do I look that young? That's why I'm attracting all these young boys. And then I'm like, I'm stuck. One of my best friends, he's one of the reasons why I moved to Atlanta. He moved to LA 1 year before I did. He lives out in Fayetteville. And he, was in my ear trying to convince me to come out here, and some things aligned, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna come. He was telling me the other day, but he was being slick though over his mouth, and he was like, I forgot, he said something, so you can stop attracting all those boys, stop dating them boys and them children. And I was like, boy, I don't be messing with no damn children. And he was like, you know what I mean, these boys, like, you need a man. And I was like, yeah, but these men think I'm young, and most of the time I'm older than them. And
question for you: do you like that? Because it's okay if you like a younger man. But
I'm okay with it, but I will prefer someone that's a little older and more.
So do you go after the people that you actually want?
I go after whoever I find is attractive.
Okay.
I don't.
So you tell the young ones no, and then you go over here to find what you.
Well, it depends, because I may see someone. I won't know right away that they're that young until I interact.
Okay.
Because a lot of it, I don't go for young looking. Like if you look like a kid, I'm not even trying to see.
Yeah.
So usually when I approach you, you look grown.
Yeah.
So I'll find out the age at that point, and then I'll make a decision from there. Depending on the conversation, how they act, and how they inspire me. They may inspire a whole daddy out of me, and I'll be like, "Yo, I'll take care of you. I'll pay your bills." To a certain degree.
Well, shoot.
I'll take care of you.
Is there a sign-up sheet for that?
No, some inspire that, and then I will run into, but oftentimes when it comes to older men who actually look older, they look and present as an older man, they see me as a younger man, so they don't think, and usually it's funny, I'm older than them, and not for nothing, probably usually more accomplished, more educated.
So what you're really saying is that they a little insecure.
Who? Which one? The older ones?
The ones that are in your age range, but they may be intimidated by your youth.
No, I don't know what it is. I'm assuming they think I'm a kid and they don't want to talk. Well, not a kid, but younger than them, and they don't want a young boy. They probably want someone that they perceive or think that is their own age, or
Have you gotten feedback? Like you sent out your survey?
No. No, maybe I should try to ask somebody. Ask around. I never really am. I'm not normally in LGBTQ spaces to even have those experiences. To be quite honest, I don't.
So you have them on your plus seats here.
No,
that's where you have conversations.
Oh, I have conversations I'm online. I date online mainly.
Oh, you date online.
So I'm usually on some social media, Instagram or.
What does that mean?
Or hookup app, Grindr, Sniffies.
So. Okay, then that's where you're meeting them, because you're not actually actively going out places.
Right.
Okay.
Well, it makes dating more challenging, because when you meet in those mediums, it's sexually based.
Yeah, it's very. But
there's a possibility, because literally every one of my boyfriends I met online. The first one was, I want to say, was there some black Jeep? what was it? Black Gay?
BGC or something?
Yes,
Okay.
there it is. BGC.
I heard about it, but I've never been.
That was
there.
my first boyfriend. I met him on there.
Okay.
Then after him, the next one was Grinder, and then the next one after him, I only had 4. And the next one after him was Instagram.
Okay.
And then the next one after him was Grinder again.
That's very interesting.
And we had relationships.
So how is that working for you?
Dating on like
Yeah.
I'm at a point right now where it's a little bit difficult. Like it's funny. Lately I've been like, wow, like I really been a dry season because I'm trying to date more intention. Well, I'm not trying. I am dating more intentionally.
Yeah.
So that means I can't just be hooking up. And Grindr is not somewhere where you can date intentionally because they intentionally on there to fuck.
Exactly.
You know, so it's like, okay, now I've been in a space now lately where I'm like, okay, well, what am I gonna do? Like, I gotta figure out another way to meet guys. I have gone to. A coworker of mine invited me out. This was a few months ago. For the first time, I went to. Isn't there a place called Friends out here?
Friends, yeah.
All right, he took me there. Well, I met him there, him and his friends, and then we went from there to Bulldogs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I went to Bulldogs, I'm thinking it's my first time ever going. I know it definitely was my first time at this friend's place.
We have a lot to talk about, friend. This is interesting.
But when I went to Bulldogs, when I walked in, I was like, they was like, "You okay?" I was like, "Oh my God!" I was like, I remember coming there when I went to Clark when I was in school when I was undergrad.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "Oh my God, I've been here before. They was like, "You gonna be alright?" I was like, "Yo, memories of Flush. I remember being. It looks the same." And then I was telling them the story. I was like, "Yo, the director of financial aid was on the dance floor. Jay said, and that's how I found out he was gay." I was in shock.
Yeah.
Yo, I can't remember his name, but he's a handsome man. Oh my God, he was the director of financial aid for Clark University when I was there, and he was a handsome man. He was having a suit on.
Did you go home with him?
Hell no.
Okay.
I was
ready for the plot.
Back then, I was gay, but I wasn't that comfortable.
Yeah.
And so when I saw him, even though he's literally on the dance floor, I never forget this song. It was Britney Spears. I'm a slave for you. And they on there, Jay said, kicking up high, and he was kicking, and I was kind of like, it was almost like I was hiding, trying to peek, because I didn't want him to see me. I was shocked. I was like, oh, that's the director of financial aid. So I was telling them this whole story. They was just getting a kick out of how I was like all excited. But I was like, oh my, I've been here before. And so anyway, yeah, that was the time I went out. But when I went out there, those weren't environments to meet anybody from my experience. And then no offense, but I don't want nobody from opinion. It just
exactly. Yeah. So here's what I'll say. I've been here a little bit longer.
Okay.
So, for me, I've been through all of those different phases, and I say that I don't go to those spaces, but for me, I'll go probably like once a quarter or something like that. Okay. You may find me at a friend's or name a place, which is Bulldogs. Oof, you gotta catch me on the right moment for that, cause
what's wrong with Bulldogs? I'm just curious.
Sometimes it be giving lower level energy, and I just be like, it just be too much going on for me. Mm-hmm. Like I'm very much a energy person, so
me too, yeah.
It's those kind of like really busy like spirit environments. It kind of don't really vibe with me too much. So it's like I can dip my head in, but I ain't gonna be coming here every weekend. Mm-hmm. And to your point, like those are not places where I meet people. So I'm on a different spectrum than you as far as the dating process, so to speak. I haven't been on apps for like a few years, probably.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I want to say, like sometimes if I'm out of town or something, I will maybe get on there just to be curious about who's on there, but I don't really think I've been on there for about 6 years or so. Yeah.
So more than everyone you meet.
Maybe 4, because I did try Tinder maybe 4 years ago.
How was that? I tried it one time. I was trash.
And what's the other one? Tinder and Shoot, I
Hinge?
forget what it's Hinge. Yeah.
Hinge, okay.
So I may have tried that maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. I can't remember, but yeah. Other than like the Jackson grinders and stuff like that, I don't know. It has worked for some people in the past where they mate their husbands and all of that on those apps, and that's possible. I think Atlanta's a bit of a different dynamic because you really have to, as you grow and you become a little bit more decisive about who specifically you want to be in a relationship with, there's only certain spaces for you to find that type of person. Now, you can find them walking down the street. You can find them in the grocery store. You can find them at a networking event or something of that nature. But the spaces that you want to be in, they are also in. So that's my theory. So I can always meet people like out somewhere where I go. It ain't really that difficult, and I'm not bragging or anything. I'm not saying like, oh, it's because I'm XYZ. It's just you out there talking to people, you connecting, you going to see somebody.
Well, I don't know. You used to. If I go out somewhere and it's not a known LGBTQ atmosphere and or space, all of that is turned off for me.
Interesting.
Because I don't like
you're code switching a little bit.
Yes, I just don't. I don't like to be in a space where it's unknown, and I don't want to take for granted anybody is anything. So I don't want no drama. I don't like no mess, And I'm very assertive. I am one who will approach. So I'm not about to approach a guy in a space that is not known to be LGBTQ space, and then be incorrect or wrong. So I'd rather not.
I feel you on that, and maybe I don't know if this is my special talent or I don't know what it is, but I can always know where the energy is going. Like for me, I don't mind being the first to approach someone in the sense of like talking and communicating. So once I communicate with you, I will get the energy or whether or not you're interested in one, having another conversation with me. If I'm interested in having a conversation with you. And then I'm also assessing for, if you are attractive, are you single? Okay. And then, it's just kind of like a list of things.
Yeah.
And then if you're single, okay, where you leaning at? Are you giving me the energy that, you vibing with this, or are you kind of just closed off? Because closed off could mean two things. It could mean DL, or it could just mean, just completely not interested because you ain't my type of energy that I want to interact with.
Now, I want to clarify about code switching. I am me all the time. And I am openly gay. I don't walk in, I'm not a sachet type of person. I'm not screaming it, but I'm not hiding it.
Okay, so you are free. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
no, I'm always me everywhere. Yeah. I just turn off that side of me. That's if I was in a known LGBTQ space.
Yeah.
And I saw you and I was attracted to you, I would make a beeline over to you. Like I would walk up to you, like, "Oh, so you a cutie?" Or something. Like I will approach you.
See, you try to do any of those. You things. Be trying to spit game. That's what that
is. That's not game. That's what's up. You a cutie. We should. And then the next thing on my mouth is we should hang out sometime when we go on a date. Like I will ask you. I think it's funny. I've approached guys like that, and they were thrown off and didn't know how to take it. I think it's because they so used to something rude and or disrespectful that they're not used to somebody just outright in their face saying, "Oh, you a cutie."
Being so direct. And that's a regional thing. I think New Yorkers are naturally a little bit more direct when it comes to those things.
I wish. Well, I don't know. It would be. I don't think. Well, for me, when I go out to spaces like we talked about that are not LGBTQ, like I guess maybe I can sense when somebody is trying to holler at me when they approach me, but it's always somebody I'm not attracted to. Yeah, there's never somebody that I'm like excited about. And I'm like, oh, You know.
See, ladies and gentlemen, this is all about asking the right questions. You gotta ask the right questions to get the answers that you want.
Mm-hmm.
So that's usually my tactic.
Oh, asking whatever type
You
of
gotta
question.
ask the right questions. Now they may not be completely like, "Hey, are you gay?" Like it may not be that, but you know they'll tell you.
Oh no.
We still on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I mean, let's get what category would you like to touch on next?
okay. The messy middle sounds interesting.
Okay,
That sounds very
first
interesting.
one. Let's see what they say. What relationship almost broke you, and how did you deal? How did you heal? What relationship almost broke you? And how did you heal?
I don't like the questions anymore.
I told you them cards make you go deep, make you think about some things.
Yes, probably. I would say my quarantine relationship.
Oh, COVID?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
everybody had a COVID relationship.
Yes. Yeah, it's been an interesting road.
Y'all still dealing?
No, we are not. But I would say it's one of those situations we were vibing for pretty well, where we were, living in spaces together. I wouldn't say we live together, but COVID requires isolation.
Yeah.
So being isolated with a person, you learn a lot. You deeply understand each other. You find a way because it kind of accelerates it. It's almost like you're doing double time. Like 6 months is really 2 years because you're so intimate with somebody in a space for 24/7. So it's very, very interesting situation, and it went very well. I think for me, there was a few things where I take fault for in the situation ending because I don't really think it had to. And I think it goes back to a lot of things that I need to evolve from in the relationship space and, my personal situations with relationships, how I grew up, just healing from that, evolving from that mindset is the work that I needed to do for myself. And so for me, because that person I felt like they didn't claim me or they didn't I said I love you and it was like a delayed response or situations where, hey, well, what are we? And it's just kind of like, nothing's really defined, right? And so I think I took that based on what I'm taught about relationships as that is a sign that that person is not interested or they don't want to be in a relationship with you. But I feel like you have to allow space for people to communicate their emotions. And that's why I'm very big on, I try to be asking questions right now about if I'm confused about anything about our relationship and our connection, I want to be able to ask questions about it. And I want you to be able to ask questions to me about, our relationship and what our feelings are. And sometimes it's based on, well, okay, this person did that, then I'm going to go over here, or I'm going to, instead of communicating properly. So I'm not saying it was a perfect situation, but I think if we were both mature enough to work through that, then I think it would have been an easy process.
So
in hindsight,
when you told him I love you, and did he say it, or and you say he hesitated, but did he end up saying it?
Yeah, probably a year later.
A year later. Wow, okay.
Yeah, probably a year later, and we were already, broken up by then, and so I'm just kind of like, well, I don't know, I'm confused. What? And then I'm also.
What was the I guess the straw that broke the camel's back that made you guys separate? If I may ask.
I will say from my standpoint, and it sounds so simple, like it today than it did before, but I feel like some people can only communicate their emotions when they're inebriated. And I don't like that.
Mm. And you saying that's how he was?
Yeah, from my perspective. That's how he was at the time. I don't know if that's still the case because I don't, people evolve, people change.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes down to it, that's what it was.
Mm. I've run into guys who couldn't really express themselves until they got upset or angry.
Yeah.
Then everything came out, and I'm like, wait, I thought you said, I thought you were okay. Why didn't you say? So you just let it all pile up, and now you're like, boom.
Yeah.
But now you're angry, and it's almost too late, you know, for to correct any of those things because you didn't speak on it at the time. You just held it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And everybody has their own responses to things. I mean, I think I used to be a person where I just kind of harbor my emotions or feelings instead of like they don't ever come out. So,
why?
Yeah.
You too. He did it his when he was inebriated.
Right.
But what about you? You just said you harbored yours. You didn't.
Exactly.
You hold. Oh, so both of y'all were doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Oh no! But you found a way to at least communicate and say I love you. This motherfucker waited. Oh yeah. The hell.
Yeah.
I would have felt I would have felt some type of way too if I said I love you and I'm like crickets.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would have, for me, that would have did something to me. I'd be like,
yeah. It does. It does.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Would you spin the block?
I think for me,
With him or anyone? If you could think of anyone that you would spin the block with, even somebody that you dated, you feel like, you know what, that's, maybe at the time it wasn't right timing or I wasn't the man I am now, but if I could, I would like to revisit that.
yeah,
Brody snoring.
I struggle with that one because I feel like I almost feel that way about a lot of people. As far as like there's curiosity because I don't date bad people. I date good people and they have good intentions and they're generally very attractive. I think my answer is going to be the people that I know that I did wrong in a sense of there were a couple situations where I was just like, okay, I was being a little bit unreasonable in that situation because I was not healed from whatever my past situation or I was just kind of deflecting. I was just like, why is this person trying to bring me treats and stuff? And it's like, I gotta figure to maintain. I can't be eating these treats. Silly stuff like that. So, the person is trying to show you, kindness,
affection,
and all the things that you say you want.
Yes.
And you're rejecting it.
Yeah.
Why is that the case? But over here, somebody ain't showing
that
you
you're really into, and he ain't giving you nothing.
Right, and you like
he giving you dust.
Like so, and I think that goes back to like inner child issues. Really, that we don't evolve from.
How you learn to perceive and accept love, maybe.
Correct.
Brody, you are just.
Oh, he's snoring. Oh wow. Real comfortable on my foot. Okay.
It's like the second time he did this laying on a guest's feet and just go to sleep. Brody's funny. But I appreciate it because otherwise he'd be jumping up over here, literally trying to sit up here with me. So good, let him rest. I too think about think oftentimes about past people that I dated.
Yeah.
That I'm like, wow, like that was a good man, that was a good soul. And I wish I recognized that at the time. And if I could go back, or if I ran into this person, I would truly and honestly stop everything I was doing to check for them and see if what was there back then is still there, and if anything could develop from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, see if I could. I mean, even guys who I don't even remember their name. I think a couple of them, like, I don't even remember his name, but he was a good man. If I really could focus at the time, I would have.
And that's the problem with large cities like Atlanta or with large populations.
Yeah.
Atlanta,
Los Angeles,
New York, LA, whatever it is.
Which is everywhere I've been.
Because as I was thinking about what you're saying, and it's like so many people like that because over the last 11 years, I probably dated 30 people.
That's not a lot. You think that's a lot?
Yeah, 30 or more. I ain't keeping count 'cause I don't know. I don't remember.
To some people here, they might be, that's a lot. But to me in the gay world, like, that's not a lot.
It's not. And it's crazy to say that, but it's really not uncommon. And so by me being in the city and it's not that big, I'm going to come across some of those same people. And it's going to put questions in my mind about, wait, this person. But then it's like, wait a minute. But then this person, now all of a sudden I'm seeing them at the grocery store. Now I'm confused. I'm just like, okay, now they all popping up. It's retrograde. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Everything coming to the surface. And now it's just showing me 5 different people that, well, what if, da-da-da. And that's confusing. I can't.
This is one guy whose name I do remember. I dated him. I used to be an RA at Phoenix Towers. It's these, I don't know if it's called Phoenix Towers any longer. It's not far from here. It was literally down the street from the Braves Theater, but the Braves Stadium, which is no longer the Braves Stadium from what I understand.
Yeah.
But it was off-campus dormitory, but all the schools, so Morehouse had a floor, Clark had a floor, Georgia State, like it was mixed all in there. And he did not go to school though. Well, I don't know if he graduated, I can't remember. Anyway, he didn't go to school. And he lived, I don't remember. I just remember taking 20 East or 20 West to get to his house. Him and his best friend had bought a 2-family home. At any rate, his name is Jarrell.
Oh, we're saying names. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say his name. Out there, if Jarrell, if you ever see this, I would love to reconnect.
You want to spend the block? Okay.
I would. He was a good man.
Nice.
And I fucked that up. And it's funny.
I ain't saying no names. I
would love.
I'm sorry, yo.
It's when I went out that night. When I went out that night to friends, and especially when I went to Bulldogs, because I was like, oh my God, I've been here before. I was sitting there thinking, oh my God, what if I ran into Jarrell? What if would I even recognize him, or would he recognize me?
Okay.
And I was like, I would love to see where he is in this life.
Well, give me a photo and a brief description, and I can find him for you.
I don't have a photo.
It is not that hard.
I wish I at least remember his name. He might not even live in Atlanta anymore. Oh. But that was so long ago. But I don't remember his last name. I just remember his first name, Jarrell. And tall, dark skin, slim. Again, the only thing that I don't know if he's still slim.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you find Jarrell, if you find him, bring him to the podcast.
Jarrell, oh my God! And I remember his roommate's boyfriend at the time. When I years later in New York, I was on the street somewhere, and his roommate's boyfriend, I ran into him in New York. And he's like, oh my God, he was like, saying what's up, and I was like, oh, how you doing? And I said to him, Jarrell made the right choice, because actually Jarrell broke up with me because I cheated on him. But
why'd you do that?
I was young. I was in the dorms and I was fucking and stuff.
Because you're polyamorous and didn't know.
No, polyamorous does not mean promiscuous and just fucking around.
I know. I'm aware. I'm aware.
Oh, okay, don't do that, because I'm telling you, that's like the fight I have constantly with people. When I say I'm polyamorous, you just want to fuck around. I'm like, no, that's open.
I wasn't insinuating that. I'm just saying, like, clearly it was the issue that you cheated on him, or
like I'm still
cheated on him.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know that I didn't have a name for it then.
Right.
I didn't have words for it then. But you are right. I've always been polyamorous. It's even now when I talk about it to people and I describe how I was and things I felt. Yeah. I was like, wow, I was polyamorous, but I didn't have the words. Like I knew I was gay since I can remember. Yeah. But I didn't have the words gay. Yeah. Until people started calling people faggots and talking. I was like, oh, and then they would point to people who I knew were like me, but I didn't know the words, and I was like, oh, that's gay. Mm-hmm. That's me. I better not tell it. You know, I better hide it. You know, I learned simultaneously, gay and you will not be accepted.
Yeah,
Hide
for
it,
sure.
You know,
and
but
that's a lot of our experiences. Specifically, you know, we're talking 20, 30 years ago for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go with another. Which category?
You choose.
Sexual compatibility.
I knew you was gonna choose that.
What's the most intimate moment you've ever experienced? The most intimate moment you've ever experienced?
Oof. I'm gonna go with recent.
Okay.
Because that's all I can leverage right now. But I was in an intimate encounter with someone that essentially is a friend. I knew that there was some, I think we both know that there was some chemistry between us, but didn't necessarily plan to act on it. I didn't, because I'm very respectful of people's situations, and hey, if we just friends, we can do that. I don't care if I'm attracted to you or not. I feel like in life you have friends that you're attracted to, but that doesn't mean you need to sleep with them or do anything with them or experience a extra level of intimacy with them. But anyway, I guess the opportunity came. We ended up sleeping in the bed together. It was, a situation, for me, I'm like, I'll sleep over here, you sleep over here. It's not a big deal for me. I don't have to be cuddled up on somebody. But we started cuddling. We started just being more in intimate exchange with our bodies close. And so then, eventually, which it slowly happened, clothes started to come off. And it was interesting because we didn't necessarily do any intercourse or, there was some oral play, but it wasn't heavy oral play. But it was an intimate encounter, and it literally lasted probably 12 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you really enjoyed it. I mean, it sounds like it was more, almost spiritual, like a connection.
Very much so. Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's what made it very, very different. And so,
why couldn't there be a possibility for more?
They're not ready.
No.
They said that they're not ready for something of that commitment level.
What is wrong with you? Everybody kill me with that.
Yeah.
People kill me with that.
Yeah.
Would you have liked more?
I would have, but I already knew that more wasn't possible.
Oh.
Which is why I wasn't trying to go there. Because I didn't want to put my emotions into it like that. But it's challenging. It's very challenging. I am an emotional person, even though I don't always like to express that. But yeah, when I connect with somebody, it's very deeply. So it has a different situation for me, especially when it's of that spiritual nature. So it's hard to. I'm still gonna think about it, but I've essentially I moved on because I knew what to expect.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that that it didn't blossom into more. Because I know I've had great sex, I've had passionate sex, but it's rare to have that spiritual type of the whole, everything's just like, ugh. Yeah, that's hard to come by.
It is hard.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So that's my love.
So are you still kind of friends? Do you still see each other, like out and about? You still friends?
It's I think since that encounter, we've probably seen each other maybe once or twice, and that was probably.
Was it awkward?
No, I don't think it was awkward, but I think you end up slipping back into where you left off.
Yes.
And so it's hard to,
especially with a connection like that,
not do that.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, because I'm willing to move on from, and it's like, okay, well, we can leave this where it is and we can just be friends. I'm still okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if, it seems to be a little bit more challenging for them to do that just by their lack of, you know, responses aren't the same.
Yeah.
You know, people get busy and all of that, but, you know, which I'm respectful of. But
I know I mentioned this before we started, but I swear, as I look into your face as you're talking to me,
yeah,
you just look just like Octavius. Everything about you is Octavius. I'm telling you. He was one of my good friends when I was here at school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
oh, okay.
All through school and stuff and all that. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Octavius.
Because he went to Georgia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you very much. Yeah. I'm like y'all.
That's
definitely could be kin or something.
Yeah.
Very much so.
I told him last time I saw him, I was like, I might have to steer this haircut because, you know, I'm starting to gray faster than.
You mean do your hair like his? Oh, you really gonna people gonna definitely think that you're him.
Yeah, so I gotta either go all black or I gotta go white.
The silver gray. I think that's what he rocking now for last.
Exactly.
Last I saw the silver. Yeah.
So I was like, listen, I'm not trying to be like you. It's just this situation and how it's set up. That's where I'm heading.
I mean, why not? It looks good though.
Yeah.
The hairstyle looks good.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness, you look just like him. Yes, very much.
It's just the Asian look, I guess. Or whatever people see, or native look. I call it native.
I don't know. You just look everything. The smile, everything. I'm very much. Even the complexion. I see. He might be a little bit lighter.
A little bit lighter, yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, no. Yeah, like y'all are brothers. Like you his younger brother or something.
I receive it. You know.
Yeah, very much.
He's
so.
handsome.
I mean, it's definitely a compliment. He's definitely easy
sure.
on the eyes. He's not. He's
beautiful.
He's never been. I don't think anybody's ever tried to refer to him as ugly
or
unattractive ever.
Yeah.
So it's a compliment. Yeah. All right, what song brings back memories of a past love, and why? What song brings back memories of a past love? Oh, I got a story.
I remember when the album 4 came out.
Oh, what song?
Is it Rather Die Young? There's a few songs, I just can't remember like what specific ones resonated with me, but I remember that album came out and I guess I was emotional about a situation that just ended, and it just, I don't know, it resonated with me.
When if you had to think of two guys that you dated somewhat seriously, can you think of a song that you associate with them? Just a song that if you heard you would think about them.
So I remember COVID Day.
Okay.
COVID. That's what I would call it.
Okay.
So Tony Braxton's album "Say My Name" came out, and he really liked that song "Do It" because I'm a Tony fan, and so I would like play it or whatever. But he wasn't really a Tony fan like that, but for some reason that song came out and that was like his favorite song of the year or whatever. It was like he kept playing it, whatever. So that "Do It" song, or not "Do It." Yeah, is it "Do It"? I think it is "Do It" by Tony. That's what I think of.
Well, I'm always nervous. For me, I'm always nervous. Okay, I'm very energetically connected to people, and I feel, and I'm also very. I'm a songwriter. I sing. I'm very artsy as well.
Yeah.
And so, songs. If you remind me of a specific song, or if I talk to you and a song keeps coming to mind, it's something about my interaction with you that song is hitting the heart of, the heartbeat of. And that makes me nervous because if the message in the song is not good, I'm like, oh my God, that's not good. And that's the pattern I noticed with my boyfriends.
Oh, really?
So like one boyfriend is this song called Glenn Jones, show me what I gotta do.
All right now.
Cause baby, if you love me, you know that song?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to sing it like that.
That wasn't nothing, but yeah, but thank you. But that song,
that was cool.
Why is that song always coming to my old ways with him? And every time I heard the song or I played the song, my heart was, I don't know, I felt like it was weeping to the song. And I was like, why? And I had to sit there and I was like, that is my takeaway from my relationship with him. Like, it's like, show me you love me. Like, show me what I got to do for you to do, for you to love me. Like, and I was like, wow.
That's what you feel like you were giving to him?
Yes, I felt like he was not showing me the love, and I wanted to know, like, what is it going to take to break through, know? And it never did. Right. And then
it never does when it
didn't work out. Right? And that's just one. In each one of my relationships, if a song sat with me, and every time I heard the song or they were around, this is what was playing in my mind. I would literally stop and I would think about the lyrics.
Wow.
Or go read the lyrics. I was like, oh my God, what is this song saying about what I'm feeling internally with this person? It's in our relationship. So, and each one of them I was left wanting. It didn't work out.
So, have you done therapy?
No.
Okay.
No, I have had therapy, but for other reasons. Okay. Why I had therapy. I actually this was in the last 2 or 3 years I started seeing a therapist, but it was because of something that happened. My sister had passed away, and what happened to me was something professional in my professional life. It was devastating for me, where, without telling all the details, because then the internet really would blow up. Because if I said exactly what happened, but professionally, I was prevented from doing something bigger in my career because I would not allow myself to be, used as some type of ratchet stereotype. I wouldn't let them. I wouldn't let them sensationalize my sexuality and use me.
Gotcha.
And so when that happened, I literally was told to my face, well, if you don't, you're not worth it. You're not worth anything. You're not.
Interesting.
Literally, and I almost lost myself because that was the first time in my adult life that and the person was being racist. It was a white man.
Yeah.
And I had somebody talk to me so directly, so racist, and try to put me in my place in my adult life, that I literally I wanted to kill him. I wanted to hurt him.
Yeah.
And I had to go get therapy because I could not get over it. It was, I was having ulcers. I was having thoughts of doing things. Yeah. And I was like, I literally had searched. Social media is wonderful. You can find anything on social media. I can get your whole family's information on social media. And I did get his information.
Oh, okay.
I got his information.
Okay.
And I wanted to do something to him and his family. Because I was like, this mother. If I told you what happened,
New
you'd
York,
be like,
for
this
real.
motherfucker. But I felt myself slipping, and I was like, I can't do that. Look at all I've accomplished. I have 4 degrees, and I'm doing all these different things. Like, why I'm gonna lose everything for this, for this person? But it was just so devastating.
You know
to
what
me.
song that makes me think of 444, Jay-Z's album, Still Nigga?
I never heard it. But
okay, but it's just like, the point is, regardless of what side you on, it's like it's still that feeling is inside of us if it's provoked, because it's like what we continue to subject ourselves to when we step out into society and try to better ourselves. There's a lot of obstacles, and a lot of obstacles that white people are creating for us. Let's be real. So to get to the other side of that anger and that fear is still there. It's tough.
And then a few months after that, my sister passed away, and I was like, okay, I was ready to do some things, and I was like, oh my God, I need to get help, because I'm gonna make it happen if I don't. So I did. I went and got help. Well, yeah, it was helpful to be able to talk about it, and I don't know, it helped me to move on. Even now, talking about it, bro, you would have felt all of my energy if I was talked about it back then. I'm talking about it so calmly right now. You know, I could still feel the pain a little bit and feel the anger, but it's nothing like it was back then.
Right.
Because I was ready to say, I don't give a damn about no degrees. I don't give a damn about what I've done, what I've accomplished, and what I may accomplish. Fuck that. I just want to get this person. Yeah. And I want this person whole life to be set back how they set my life back over some racist ass shit. Yeah. And because I wouldn't bow down, and you know, like,
you weren't going to be a pawn to the game.
Like, and then his children are benefiting. Like, I was just mad. Like, oh my God. Like, just like that, you're able to affect someone's livelihood and prosperity, but yours is benefiting. Right. You know, and I was so angry. Yeah. I was so angry. You know, you work so hard, you try to do the right thing, do the things by the book, only to think you're coming over the mountain to get kicked in your face when you get to the top. That's how I felt. You know, it's like, what? Like, yeah.
But anyway. That's real. And those are valid emotions, unfortunately. You know, we naturally have some level of rage that's inside us, because it's hard. It is hard to live and exist in a society that doesn't want you to thrive. It's unfortunate. And so I feel like that is the answer to the question. You have been doing therapy, and it's not always the thing that sends us there, but it unlocks everything in our lives, and it allows us to give it space and time to heal and all that kind of stuff. So I salute you and salute anyone that's going through that journey, but it's not solving it eases the pain and gives you coping mechanisms for what you've endured, but it doesn't fix it. And I think that's a misconception. Because even me, I look at it this way. I grew up without a father. So that's something that you'll never truly like heal from or get to the other side of. It's always going to be a part of you, that level of emptiness that is there or exists. But you know how to cope with it better. You know how to move forward in spite of. You no longer allow it to create obstacles for you to move along your journey, you know, in the way that you want. So that's how I look at it.
Okay, well, I wasn't expecting to talk about that, but I did. That's good conversation. Yeah. Oh, look at, I keep waking him up. Whenever I make a sudden move and he think I'm about to get up, pops up. But I just want to say thank you for stopping by to have a conversation. You're welcome to come back anytime.
I'd love to.
And we could do a part 2, and we could get more into the questions and everything.
Yeah.
And I can get more into your business.
Oh. You've been deep in it today.
But I will share too. I mean, I like to share because I feel like it helps to create a safe space where you can feel comfortable, you know. It's like, oh, he said that. Okay, I'll share a little bit of this, and I'll share a little bit of that, you know?
No, this was beautiful.
Was it really? Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. You're not just blowing smoke up my ass.
No, I'm serious. Like, listen, I've been on podcasts, and I know what I like to talk about and what I don't like to talk about.
I hear you. I'm not a hot topics type of person. That, you know, not for work or podcast. Correct. Like, I don't want to do that.
Because I feel like every week I showed how much I don't care about hot topics.
I get so tired of hearing about people who really should not even be spoken of. I'd be like, why are we talking about them people? Yeah. Like, can we not? You know? But anyway, I really felt like, you know, just I like deep conversation, and loving relationships is my thing. You know,
Yeah.
I think I'm a forever student across the board, but especially in loving relationships. You know, and having conversations like these, even here with you, it helps me to learn more and grow. And
Likewise.
like I'll say this last thing before we close. So when I first came out, every gay boy I met, I was asking them, "How did you come out? How do you know you was gay?"
Yeah.
It was like I needed to know. I would hear so many stories. I mean, some shocked me. Like,
Yeah.
I
Some
mean,
people had some crazy stuff.
crazy stuff.
Yeah.
That I don't know. It helped me. Actually, a lot of it helped me to feel better about my situation. You know, I was like, oh, I'm really, you know, my life is not that bad.
Yeah.
I'm
For
like,
sure.
I need to be grateful.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I'm okay. Like, no one ever molested me. No one ever
Yeah.
raped me. Like, I heard all
Same.
these stories.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. Like, you know, that I was grateful. And I don't know. I just think that having conversations with people that are goes beneath the surface helps. One, you get a better perspective on life, and you also learn other people's journeys, and you get to see and think. Sometimes when you see the shell or the outside of a person,
Yeah.
you don't even know what what's going on behind.
For sure. For
You
sure.
know, so I usually have a little bit more grace when I'm interacting with people. You know, in my general life. All right. So that being said, I won't hold you too much longer, but I just want to say thank you for coming on from the heart.
Thank you.
And you're welcome to come back anytime. And I'm sure when you come back next time, you will not be single. I mean, I don't know. You the way you come across is like, I'm happy being single. I'm gonna stay single.
I mean, I'm going to live and thrive regardless.
Oh, I ain't mad. There you go.
So it would be nice to have somebody,
Yeah.
you know.
You want to get married?
I'm open to it.
You're open to it. Oh, so you're open to that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I am.
All right. Well, we'll pick that up next time.
Okay.
All right. Talking about marriage and all that mess.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right, man.